guys, and welcome to a review of the Keystone UP120AC Duo power supply and charger. Right, so let's have a look at what's inside the box. So first of all, you've got your charger, and it came very well packaged with quite a few bits of like cardboard just to protect it in transit. So in the actual box you get two balance boards, also you get this cable to connect it to DC, 12 volts. And you also got these Dean's connectors, which are charging cables, so you can charge your Dean's battery connectors. However, I have XT60, so I had to swap these two out. Right, so let's have a look at how all these components cope with charging a 2200 free cell battery. Right, so let's do a quick rundown on the battery. It's a 20-30C discharge and a 2200 mAh pack. It is a free cell, so 11.1 volts. This charger is capable of charging two batteries at once, but today we're just going to look at it charging one at a time. Right, so to get this charger to work, firstly you need to plug in the power cord. Then you need to plug in the charging cable, positive and negative. And then you need to plug in the balance board into here. If you want to charge two batteries, just repeat these steps over here. Right, so now I've got our 2200 free cell here. We're just going to plug it into the free cell port on the balance board like that. And then we're going to plug it into the charge cable like this. Before you start charging any of your Lipos, I'd recommend you read this thoroughly. And if it is your first time charging with this sort of charger, I'd recommend that you do read it thoroughly, because you can understand how to enter like how many amps you charge it at, and what sort of level, like 3S, 4S, and what type of battery, like Lipo, Leon or Lipo. Right, so first off we're going to have to program it to a Lipo, charging at 2.2 amps and charging a 3S. To do this, what we're going to have to do is press this button, which goes through all the different ways it can charge and discharge: fast charge, storage, discharge. So we want balance charge. And then we press start to go to our number of amps. So we want to increase it to 2.2. And then we also want to decrease it to a 3S. So if you click that and continue it going, it's just a rolling scale, so it just goes through and through. Right, so there we go, we've got it on a balance charge at 2.2 amps to a free cell. Right, so now I've got all our settings done, we can just hold start like this. And it'll just battery check and it'll tell you if it's wrong, and then you just press start once, and now you go, you've got charging. So here you've got the number of amps it's charging at, it's just increasing as it finds them amps, and here's what voltage it's charging to. Well, no, this is the current voltage as it charges. Down here you have the time, and down here you have the amount of mAh current that is being inserted. If you press increase here, you've got each individual cell and the voltage. Right, so I'm just going to leave you with a time lapse of it charging this battery. Right, to go back to the menus, you just press stop. Right, so it is finished, and it took around 40 minutes to half charge, not fully charge, a free cell 2200 Lipo battery. Also, when it finishes, it does like a little ringing noise, so it tells you that it's finished. Right, so now I've tested it, we're going to talk through the specs. Right, so first off, you can charge a Lipo, Leafy, Leon and a Lipo high voltage battery. And you can charge a Nymph and a NiCad, also a lead acid. You can charge two at the same time. Each one of these ports has 120 watts power supply, and the power supply is built in. You've got two ports for an exterior temperature sensor, which is not included in the package. You can charge at 0.1 to 12 amps, and also the discharge current is 0.1 to 5 amps. Down here you can connect it to the PC by a micro USB, and there's a fan if you're discharging and it gets a bit hot, so it cools the whole inside. These work individually, so there's one on the other side, and that charges different like charging circuits because it charges 2 batteries. So if one battery's like charger circuit is making it too warm, it'll only switch on this side and vice versa. Down here you've also got the power cord, so you plug that in and it turns on. Also up here you can switch it from AC to DC. So if you're plugging it into the wall in the UK, it's AC, which is 23 volts. And then also you can switch it to DC if you're powering it, and there's also a DC port over there. Right, so this is the other side, and as you can see here you've got your DC in, as I said over there, you've got 2. One's for AC and that's the power cord one, and then here's the DC, and it comes with a cable that connects it to the DC connectors. Also here you've got your other fan, and then here you've actually got a USB, so you can plug that in like that. And say you've got your Runcam 2 or whatever thing you want to charge that charges via micro USB, you can actually plug it in like that, and as you see it's charging. And like over there you've got your PC link for this battery. I haven't yet used the PC link, but I assume that you can monitor the battery levels using a micro USB to USB using your computer, and there's probably some sort of software to monitor the battery and how it's charging. Right, so now I've tested out all the hardware, I'm going to test out all the software actually in the charger. Here you've got 2 screens and 2 sets of buttons to charge the 2 different batteries. Right, so in the menu you've got what you want to do to the Lipo. So say you want to charge it, or fast charge, storage, discharge, balance, or just charge it. You've got all the settings in here just to program and press start. And then you go on to how many amps you want to charge at. So if it's 2200 like we did before, it's a 2.2, and then you just press start and you're over to the number of cells, so you can charge all the way up to a 6S and all the way down to a 1S. Right, so next we went through to, so you just press battery type here and you go on program select, so you can go through Lipo, Leon, Lipo, Lipo high voltage, and you've got battery meter settings, so you can actually measure how much energy is in the battery. And then you go on to system set, and then you've got battery memory, the pH of the battery, and NiCad battery, so you can change different modes like Lipo, Lipo high voltage, and then you've got nymph, and then you've got Lipo again. Right, so we want that. Right, so there are all the settings. One thing we didn't go into was just the Lipo battery, the battery memory. So you can actually go in that and you can set different battery memories. So you can set different battery memories to like have certain charge currents like amps and 3S, and then what type of battery it is. So you can actually set memories, so you can just click on their memory instead of typing in all the numbers. Me personally, I just type in all the numbers because it's quicker, I find, than going all the way through these settings and finding the actual battery memory. But it's great to have it as an option. Right, so that's the review, and overall I've found that this charger is really good. I found that it has a nice strong case, and it's just charged the batteries when and quite fast, but at a safe rate. A 2200 from zero charge normally takes an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. A great option is that it has a power supply inbuilt, so you don't have to worry about getting your own power supply, which can be quite expensive and also quite hard. This is great for £70 because if you're buying a power supply and another charger, it normally comes up to more of it, and it's just one compact unit. Found that you can just put it back in the box whenever you take it to the field if you want to charge at the field. Also, it has these little rubber grommets on the bottom which stop it from sliding on your table. Also, it comes with all this hardware. I'd give this a 9 out of 10, but I think it could include more charging cables, so say XT60s and DINs instead of just having 2 DINs. But this isn't a big problem, so it is 9 out of 10, and I found this would be a really good charger for a beginner, but I'd recommend, I started off on one of them £12 chargers, but this is my next step. Right, so this has been the review of the Keystone UP120AC Duo charger, and it charges 2 batteries. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this content and want more, and like if you like this video. So thanks for watching, and leave any comments if you want some questions answered about this charger. Right, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.